Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ground Zero, where we bring you more updates on citizen journalism.
Now, one good thing about citizen journalism is that you people out there can spot things that are happening anytime and anywhere. And when you alert it to us, things can actually be done to rectify situations.
Yes, and spotted last week around and about is some dangerous behaviour on the roads that definitely needs to be corrected. Like in this Stomp article, girl stands and yells through car sunroof.
Well, Stomper Joseph, who saw this crazy stunt by two teenage girls while driving on the SLE toward the BKE, does not approve of these two girls as they wave and yell while standing up to the car's sunroof. He finds them a distraction to other drivers on the road, especially at night, and emailed Stomp about his concerns.
Joseph, who said he saw this around 9 p.m. at night, said, "From afar, I initially only saw one girl stand up through the sunroof of a black MPV. I decided to let it go, thinking it was only a spear of the moment cheap thrill. But as I got closer, another girl joined in and waved her hands and put them up against the wind while yelling out loud. Yes, I know this can be quite fun, but not while there are other motorists on the expressway."
Well, let's see what other Stompers thought. So far, close to 70% of them actually think it was an LOL situation according to the moon meter. Maybe they didn't think it was as grave and serious a situation as Joseph thought.
A lot of other Stompers seem to think that it's not that serious. In fact, Holy Donkey said, "Shooting MPV lah." And Kiasi Kiasu Kia Bodui agreed, saying, "This must be fun."
Well, it was quite fun, honestly, except I have to admit one thing, it's not safe at all. Because I did get scared too when I was in Australia. You know, suddenly when you start thinking, whoa, what if the car suddenly has to brake? You can fly out and let's not even think of what can actually happen. So I understand why Stompers like Sunny D said, seatbelts unfastened, safety belts not available, all three, including the driver, have broken the law. Because it's true. They are breaking the law, and it is incredibly dangerous when you think about it.
Totally! And even more dangerous were these three girls that were snapped around Tampines by two different Stompers. This woman rides around Tampines on top of a car.
Now, the Stomper emailed that around 6 p.m. they spotted an open-top red convertible car speeding on the road from Tampines to Simei East Point Mall, driven by a young lady. What caught the attention of people around was a big-sized girl wearing black in the video. She was standing up in the back seat and sitting dangerously on the car boot as the car sped away with her hands holding only the headrests for balance.
Well, what I guess is even more dangerous was that the Stomper added the three girls were loving the attention that people were giving them, and the car was moving at a high speed all the way to East Point Mall, where this video was taken.
Actually, I have to agree with the Stomper who said, "This is not the way to flaunt a new car. Give it to me! Give it to me!"
Well, not all agreed. Enough Liao said, "I don't see anything wrong. It seems more like sour grapes. If you aren't able to buy one, just don't watch it at all and admire her. There's nothing much you can do, right?"
I think two Stompers actually made valid points with their comments. Firstly, Stomping My Way Around said, "What do you mean by you don't see anything wrong? How the heck is the driver going to see the rear mirror to avoid an accident? And if the person falls off and other cars got to swerve to avoid her, it can cause a fatal accident." And Fanny Yong said,
"This car is made for two persons, including the driver, so any accident, the insurance company will dismiss their liability, which is a fair point."
That is a fair point. I totally agree that this is definitely dangerous behaviour, and while it may be fun, there are consequences to actions, no matter how impulsive and fun it may be at the time.
In fact, one Stomper born today shared, "I've got a friend about 85 kg in the same position, travelling at 90 km per hour in Australia. The driver jammed the brake, she shot up like a rocket, landed like prata with a broken rib cage and died."
That's actually quite bad. And it happened in Australia too. I wonder why. Well, while those people in the car that day might not have suffered these tragic consequences, I guess the idea is to be responsible for your own actions. There are a lot of dangers involved, both for the passengers as well as other road users when you do something like that.
And don't forget, the driver would have to live with the guilt for the rest of her life if anything happened to her friend.
So, even if it's a short ride, I think next time it's better to be safe rather than sorry.